Hello everybody, and welcome to this April update video. I realize I didn't do one for March. My bad, I apologize, but this year has been a real show, and we're just about getting back. So I'm gonna kind of jump straight into this one. It's not really a stream update video this time, really. It's a kind of everything update video. And really everything. By everything, I mean one thing, but it's one very important thing. And I guess in many ways, kind of an apology. Kind of ish. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just jump straight into it. So, for those of you who found me 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, will know that I was coming off the back of recording a TV show that I'd written. And it had all been recorded. There'd been some drama, but it was all moving forward. And I had some free time. I tried streaming in the past, never really enjoyed it. Decided to give streaming another go. Really enjoyed it this time round and kind of stuck with it. But the plan was that streaming would never be the big money earner. That was never my intention. I've never tried to grow the channel in a way that it becomes a big money earner. You know, I don't spend, like, I mean, I've watched a few Twitch streams lately where it really is the digital equivalent of putting out your beggar's cap on the side of a street and constantly asking for money, and it's tedious. It's not fun to watch, and I don't know why it works. I don't know how it works, but it does seem to work. But I'm not going to do that, and I never want to do that. Now, if Twitch was to take off and I did suddenly have, you know, X number of subs and I was, you know, able to make it rain, as it were, great. But that was never the plan. That was never the intention, and it's never what I intend to do on the platform. It has kept me going for the past 3 years, and I am extremely grateful for that. But I'm there to play games badly and talk to people. That's why I do it. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. But so because of all this, I mean, it wasn't even a lot of stuff. It was one pretty bad thing that didn't even happen on the set, but it doesn't matter. This one thing has now finally managed to completely kill the project. It is dead. It is done. So much so that I got the notification about 2 days ago that the footage has been wiped. It is unrecoverable. The whole thing is done. Now, I may seem pretty chill about that right now. I can assure you, 2 days ago, I was not so chill. I was furious. I was sad. I was every single emotion you can possibly think of. And yeah. Now, the worst thing is I've known about this possible outcome for, I mean, I've been expecting this outcome for about 6 months. Possibly not this outcome, but something similar. For the past maybe 2 months, I've been dreading this final kind of nail in the coffin at this project. And it has affected everything I have done. My creative side has just gone numb. My kind of mental state just fell to the floor. I got incredibly depressed. And out of that depression, I became incredibly lazy. And out of that laziness, I became, I don't know, the kind of worst version of myself, I guess. And honestly, I want to thank everybody for sticking with the stream through this time. You know, I've been playing the Apexes and the Call of Duties because they don't tax my mind. I could switch my mind off. I could just gripe at the game and I didn't really have to think about it. I didn't have to try and be entertaining. I try to be, well, at least I used to try to be entertaining. Whether or not I succeeded is, completely up to the individual viewer's taste. But I did at least try. Whereas over the past 2 months, I feel like I really haven't even tried. I have been coasting, and I hate myself for it. But at the time, there was nothing else that I could do. That's where my mind was. That's where my mental state was. And I'm not saying it's over now and it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows from here on out, because that's just definitely not true. So the kind of ramifications of this. So the reason why the final nail was put in the coffin is because it was decided by not just the company where I made it, but also everybody else who could have possibly shown this, that should the story break around the situation, that the optics of it would be too bad for the show and everybody involved. And it was decided to kind of take the preemptive strike of, if the show never comes to air, the story can never break. Now, I cannot tell the story because I've signed so many things to say that I won't, that I can't get into specifics. But from my point of view, the way we handled the situation is actually a good message for the industry. What's not so good is the way that everybody else handled it. And again, I can't get into specifics. I can't afford to tell the whole story here as much as I'd love to. My hands are tied, and this is another thing that has added to the depressive state, is the fact that I can't give my side of the story fully, and I don't like that. There are things I will never tell on a public forum. There are things that I do consider, are perfectly acceptable for a somewhat public figure to keep to themselves. And I'm not talking about illegal things or anything like that, things that you want to keep quiet because you might lose followers. That's not what I'm talking about. They're just certain things that, quite frankly, are none of your business. And that's just the way it is. But I do like to share a lot, and I do like to get my side of the story across. And right now I can't. All I can do is give you the end result, which is the product is dead. The footage is gone. And the thing I've been waiting for the last 3 years is never going to happen. And it has left me in a very precarious situation. So, what is that, you're asking? Well, one, I'm broke. And I don't, I'm not in debt, which is wonderful, but I am close. Like, when I say broke, if someone came to me and said, can I borrow a pound to buy a drink? I would probably have to say no, because that's got to buy me food for a week. Like, this is where I am right now. And I've been here for a while, but I've been here for a while hoping that all this work I'd put in 3 years ago was finally going to come to fruition, and I would go from being broke to I can cope relatively quickly. I now know that is not going to happen. There is nothing else that is going to kind of bring me out of where I am right now. So two options. Go back to the quote unquote real world, find a job, salary, become a salary man again. I would ideally like to avoid that, but I also know that, it has to be an option. It was always at the back of my mind when I thought this thing could pay off. Now that I know it isn't, it becomes more of an option. Not option, more of a likelihood that I will have to go down that road, but I don't want to. And it's not because I don't want to go and work in an office again, although that is a big part of it. I would be 100% honest here. I do not want to go and work in an office again. I don't want to have to deal with the politics and the bullshit. I don't want to, but what you want and what you have to do are often two very different things. But I enjoy streaming. Although I will say, again, to kind of illustrate the kind of mental state that I've been in for the past couple of months. During March, I almost deleted my Twitch channel 4 times. And not once was there an incident that would have made sense to any kind of brain as to why that would have happened. Okay, yes, my viewers numbers have gone down, but so has everybody's. My earnings have taken a little bit of a dip, but again, I think everybody's has on the platform. But I got into such a state where I just kind of wanted to give up, basically. Go and hide somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are those times where you just want to disappear, and I'd kind of got into the state where I would have loved to have disappeared. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad I'm still doing it. But I am well aware that, and I don't know, maybe nobody else has noticed. I don't know, but I know that I have noticed that the quality of my content has gone down the proverbial toilet. And it's to do with the games I play, but it's also to do with kind of my attitude as I'm playing them. Apex, Call of Duties, first-person shooters, these are easy games for me to stream because I can just turn off my mind, I can gripe about what's going on, and I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. I don't have to... I don't know how to put this in a way that doesn't sound dickish, conceited, any of these words. But for me, when I'm playing those kind of games, I'm on autopilot because I am not trying to win. I am not trying to be good at those games. I'm not having to engage my brain. I'm sitting back, I'm trying to enjoy myself, and I'm griping about all the shotgun snipers. That is basically what I do when I'm playing this kind of games. And every now and again on stream, that is exactly what I need. Hopefully you need. All the time, though? No, come on now. That's just... It's not right. It's not what I wanted to do. It's not the kind of games I wanted to stream. It's just... It's what I fell into. You know, and I'm not saying that... I mean, Apex is gone for a while because I'm sick of all the events in Apex, honestly. It's got on my nerves to such a degree that it will be gone for a while. I have no doubt it will come back. I enjoy the game enough that I will probably go back to it at some point, but just like Ross and Rachel, we're on a break right now. I'm going to go and see other games. Okay? It's just going to happen. Call of Duty is also getting there, especially the deathmatch side. Zombies is still fun, but I only really find zombies fun in a group, so it doesn't really come to my stream very often because I do not have a group of people that I can play with during my stream time. So it's Call of Duty is probably gonna go on a break as well, honestly, which means the 2 games I've played the most this year, Overwatch may be there, but again, okay, Overwatch has got an event on right now, but once the event is over, basically Overwatch is in a holding pattern for me. So what the hell am I gonna stream, right? We played through Control. I say we played through it. We finished the story, but I don't think we have. There are side missions left. I think some of those side missions are actually going to be really important to the story. But we have played through the main chunk of Control. And apart from a few fights that I thought were artificially inflated hard to extend the gameplay cycle, I really enjoyed it. It's beautiful looking game. It runs really well, even on my old ancient 1080. Yes, I know I couldn't have any ray tracing on, but you know, good luck finding a new graphics card today, especially with the amount of money I've got in my pocket. So we will be back to it to try and finish off some of those side missions, see if we can find out. And I also have the Ultimate Edition, so there's some DLCs we can play through. So we're not done with Control, but we are done with Control, if that makes any sense. And that'll just come up really when I feel like playing it. Like it's not going to be set in the schedule. We have Far Cry New Fallout New Dawn, which is, I'm glad I brought it cheap. It's a fun game, but it's not a game that is begging me to play it, if that makes any sense. But we will play through it. But again, it's going to be as and when. Diablo 3 will possibly appear for 1, maybe 2 more streams. But then I will be looking to do group content if there's a group who want to play it. So again, that'll probably not be on my stream. That'll be on a certain Mr. Rydog's stream. Go check him out. So kind of that's going to kind of go down by the wayside. So what is left? And this is a real open-ended question. What is left? Well, we have Last Epoch, which we're going to have to play our way through, which I'm really enjoying, but I don't want to play that at the same time I'm playing Diablo 3. So that will probably come back once Diablo 3 addiction is ended. And also, they keep on updating Last Epoch. I have to sign up for an account now. They're trying to get the multiplayer sorted, and I'm really excited about the multiplayer in that game. Repeatable-wise, there's not really a lot else, which is going to kind of keep on showing up again and again and again. But the other side of the coin is I cannot afford to keep on buying new games to kind of bring to stream. I would love to be able to keep new games coming, you know, especially story-driven games. You know, I would love to bring them back. We do have a few. We have a few kind of in the back catalogue that I will bring out. Escape from Woody Mountain, Paradise Killer, to name 2. That might be all of them. I don't know. Satisfactory is going to do a big update, I believe, in about 3 days, and I will go back to that. But again, I'll probably play a little bit solo, but mostly in a group. So I don't know what's going to be coming on stream going forward. What I do know is I want to introduce more sections that aren't necessarily game related. And I want to bring a few sections back. So we've already brought Song Fridays back. That will be back going forwards until it gets to a stage where I can't do it anymore. But I enjoy it. It's just it's a nice way to wind down on Fridays, just to have music playing in the background, people requesting it. It's getting back to the kind of community chat vibe that I feel that I've lost over the past couple of months, and I really want to bring that back if I can. I don't know if I can. The magic may have been and gone. You know, once the magic is gone, can you get it back? I don't know. Can I put that genie back in the bottle? I don't know, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. And what are these non-game streams going to be? I don't know, honestly. I would love to do a podcast, and I would love to record that podcast live on Twitch for a little bit of interaction going on as I'm doing it. And I may well do that next week at some point. I haven't decided yet. Next week, what does that mean? Some point in April. I don't know, maybe I'll do the first one on my birthday, something a little bit different. I don't know. This video is already way too long. I could probably go on for quite a while. But I just kind of wanted to get off my chest, really, that I am aware that the last few months for me have not been my best. And going forward, I'm hoping to stop falling into the pitfalls that my mind makes for me. I guess is the best way of putting it. You know, I've had my pounding the fists in the dirt in the rain moment where I've looked at my life and I'm wondering to myself, what the fuck am I doing? And the honest answer is I don't know. And I'm just going to try and lean into that. If that makes any sense. So I guess thank you and apologies, or apologies and thank you, depending on which order you want that to go in. I can't guarantee things are going to improve, but all I can say is I'm going to try. I do want to try new things on Twitch, new non-gamer things. That's right. I'm going to become a Just Chatter. All right. I said I'd never do it, but it's been 3 years, and the zombie infection has finally got me. Okay, it's done. It's too late. It's too late for me. Save yourself, but don't save yourselves. Come along for the journey. Let's go to hell together. Let's do it. You know you want to, right? Yeah. Anyway, I am going to stop this video. It's been long. It's been rambling. I've probably said nothing of importance, but I hope I've got across everything that I wanted to. I hope you are still enjoying the content I am putting out. I'm hoping we can make it to the 3-year anniversary mark in June, July, whenever the hell it is, and beyond. But only time will tell. I want to thank everybody who has ever watched, cheered, donated, Patreoned. I do have a Patreon, by the way, Church Cakey. I just want to thank everybody who has come along for this journey. I want to thank everybody who has stuck around, especially for the beginning of this year. And yeah, it really heartfelt thanks to everybody. And on that note, I'm going to leave. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all when I see you all. Bye for now, everybody.